Empty streets, empty shops, and empty restaurants. This is Manila's Chinatown, bustling on almost any day of the year. But recent days have been anything but normal. Fear has gripped the city's Chinese community as the coronavirus outbreak continues to spread. The community itself has now become a target of discrimination. On Facebook, photos of Chinese businessmen distributing face masks were met with offensive comments. This one reads, "You can keep those face masks. Go home to China." One university was criticized for a memo requiring isolation for all its Chinese students, regardless of travel history. A number of Chinese schools, however, took it a step further by suspending classes altogether for 2 weeks.
The feeling of the community is that we have exposure to those who are coming from China. No? And I think xenophobia in this case is not only coming from the Filipino community. It's also coming from the Filipino-Chinese community who are not treating the mainland people the same.
And it's not just in the Philippines. Elsewhere in Asia, there are examples on social media of growing hostility against those with Chinese ethnicity. Leaders of the Chinese-Filipino community, however, say the issue of racism has been blown out of proportion.
They're not discriminating the Chinese, but what they are discriminating is the coronavirus now. If you tell them that, oh, these Filipinos came from Wuhan and he's coughing, even if he's Filipino, so would you take him?
Community leaders and health department officials have nonetheless come together to address the allegations of racism and to find ways to help each other in preventing the further spread of the virus. As recently as last week, hundreds of tourists from China and even Wuhan, the epicenter of the novel coronavirus outbreak, were being allowed into the Philippines. That seems to have fed into the alarm we're seeing now, and to some extent, what many are saying is xenophobia. The Philippine government has also barred entry of foreigners with recent travel history to China and its autonomous regions. But with the country having been the first to record a death outside China, some worry the move may be too late. Barnaby, Al Jazeera, Manila.